Welcome to the patio. This is T, and boy, do we got a show for you. We got a show tonight that's going to talk about YouTube, who now says we can talk about voter fraud. We're going to talk about Ireland and what they're about to do to 200,000 cows. We got planes over D.C. that's crashing. We got sonic booms everywhere. It's almost as bad as that day we had all them Chinese balloons, but we'll get to that later. Father Fortenberry, how are you this fine Tuesday morning?
I am sore and dehydrated. We went to the river this weekend. And
yeah, but that's plenty of water. Why would you be dehydrated on the river?
well, I didn't drink any water. That was my problem. I found other stuff to drink. And
so, is there any videos of this? Do we got anything we're going to post on TikTok or something?
Yeah, I got some videos of some. I got some videos of the Borg being partaken of. But I'll tell you what, I'm a little older than the last time I went. I can feel it. I don't bounce back from that river like I used to. Look,
that river will tear your ass up. I'm just going to be blunt about it. That river will take
It's like Disney on Pride Month.
Marty was there the week before. How are you, Marty Mar?
Well, I'm still sore.
Don't give me no hope.
I'm ready to get this week over with, because we got a big thing going on this weekend.
Yeah, so look, we, Marty alludes to it, but we're going to be playing in a golf tournament this weekend. We will be playing in... at the Ridges, and we in Arkansas. Y'all come on out and look. Y'all get a golf cart, follow us around if you want. Because look, there ain't no party like a Life from the Patio party on the patio, but on the golf course. I'm gonna tell you right now.
We'll sure take some golf groupies.
Look, there's a tournament no Ciolo this weekend too, and I ran into Dylan who runs. He said, "Hey, you guys gonna be out there this weekend?" I said, "Buddy, no, we're going." He was disappointed. He said, "Boy, y'all are fun. Y'all are fun." I told him, I said, "Look, that one in August, if we don't melt away or die, the one August 5th, 6th, we'll try to make that." But also this weekend is the Osceola Fire Department golf tournament. Normally you would see the Life from the Patio crew rolling around out there, but this week we've unfortunately got invited to play somewhere else. We're actually now celebrity. We get invited to play places and get to play for free. And
I don't think we're minor celebrities.
Hey, and thanks to all of you guys, we actually made money for the first time ever. I forgot to mention it last episode.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
We did mention it?
Yeah, we did.
All 17 cents?
All 17
Yeah.
cents.
We've now made 17 cents. We will be live more on TikTok. Maybe not. Just all depends. But let's jump right in. YouTube. Now, what do you think this means by this? They have reversed their policy of banning people. At least I hope it's true, because we're about to talk about it. People that question the election results, specifically the 2020 presidential election. Because, a lot of people, at least a lot of people Jamie and I listen to, in the form of Steven Crowder and some of the others, if they mention that the election may have not been accurate, they get banned. What do you think about that?
I think it's pressure being felt from Twitter.
So you think the free speech of Twitter, even though, now we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, I already know where you're going.
We're going to talk about that in a minute, but you think the pressure of Elon is starting to get to YouTube, and they're going to let people have true freedom of speech?
Maybe not true freedom of speech, but truer.
It's someone else's truth. But look, what if we can't question it? So let's be honest. YouTube is now a social forum. Same with Facebook.
Yes.
They're treated that way. They're not held accountable. If we would go out there and say something really bad, they're not held accountable for it. But if they start censoring what everyone puts out on the air, then does that not then make them editors? And
if they censor, they become publishers. And if
that's what I look for.
If you're a publisher, you're no longer you can be sued over what's on your platform.
Look, I've always liked going to YouTube because you can find different views to your own. I don't like listening to people that have the same view as me over and over and over. I know you might find that hard to believe, but I would prefer to listen to people who have different views and try to understand where those views come from. I mean, that's really, I guess I'm old now. That's how I get my kicks.
Well, I mean, we tend to gravitate towards echo chambers, and it shows in the conversations we have. Well, that's not a good way to live.
Check this out. YouTube said that over the last 2 years, so since 2020, since the world of COVID, there have been tens of thousands of video removals for denying the results of the 2020 election. They state, in the current environment, we find that while removing the content does curb some misinformation, it could also have the unintended effect of curtailing political speech without meaningfully reducing the risk of violence or other real-world harm. With that in mind, and with 2024 campaigns well underway, we will stop removing content that advances false claims, that widespread fraud, errors, or glitches. occurred in the.
Or is this a preemptive strike for Biden losing?
Look, they got to do something because Biden gonna lose. It doesn't matter if he's up against Nikki Haley, which she's got her own set of problems. I don't think anybody even knows she's running. But Biden, I don't think he could beat a dead horse, literally.
I know he'd trip over it.
Yeah, he can't even walk to the bathroom.
So, I mean, y'all saw the video of him tripping.
Matter of fact, you want to play the video? Let's see if I
can
can find the video.
I mean, because it's not even funny. It's like an elderly man that just falls.
Yeah,
it's
it's
sad.
just
Hold on. I was going
like we all fall upstairs and stuff like that. But
I do actually. When they were talking about that earlier, I do fall upstairs sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it.
I'm fat and don't lift my legs up enough. Here's hold on. Let me get it. I'm having some technical.
Got technical difficulties.
Well, it ain't really difficulties. I don't know how to pause it. There we go. I know how to pause it now. So let me switch over to the TikTok version of our screen.
Oh, look at there.
Oh, looky there. I'm almost there. Let me grab the right mouse here. I've got this positioned incorrectly, apparently. Whoa, I didn't do what I was supposed to. For y'all at home, this is probably more entertaining than it is out here because I thought I had that positioned correctly. Oh, I did, except it's on...
Put it on where Dottie sits or Gary sits.
Hold on. Don't tell me what to do. See, you so bossy. That's what your son says, too. Quit telling me. You ain't my boss. You ain't no boss of me. Ain't that what Mac likes to say?
Yeah, he likes to say it. Does I have to prove him wrong?
You know what's probably better? If I did this, I bet it fits perfectly. Almost perfectly. Just a second.
I just don't like you covered up me and Marty's face. That's all I know.
I'm not going to cover up y'all's beautiful mug shots.
I guess we need a picture of Donnie and Gary.
That's what we need, don't we, to make it whole? Yeah, Gary's
like COVID.
Gary's coaching baseball apparently this morning.
Look, see, this is why dealing with T aggravates you. The perfectionist comes out of him. He can't help it. Play that son of a bitch.
Let's see. Here we go. Here's Biden. Watch it. Boom. But this isn't the bad part.
Did you see where the one lady just looks at him, walks off?
Well, yeah, and so he was supposed to get, but it gets worse because he was supposed to receive a jersey and something else. Oh, no, they didn't show that part. But when he walks off, he looks absolutely aloof. Let me see if I can find that.
It didn't look like he ever moved his feet.
No, it looked like his mind said, let's go somewhere. His feet said, nope.
Here we go. What else happened to Biden after the fall?
So here's the fall.
Thursday was a really bad day for the U.S. president, but it was not only his fall during the graduation ceremony in Colorado. Biden also hit his head as he exited the helicopter. That took him to the White House lawn.
Yeah, he hit his head.
In an attempt to show that he feels good, Biden performed this strange dance.
Doesn't that give you a good feeling about...
what else happened to Biden?
Doesn't that give you a good feeling about your...
Listen, I chuckle, but we're watching the abuse of an elderly by our government.
I mean, it's really
it's sad.
Really sad.
I mean, if that was my grandfather, I would be irate that they got him paraded out there carrying on like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. There's not even much else you can say about it.
Nope. I mean, it's not even funny anymore. It's hell, when Donald Trump can't even crack jokes at you, you know it's getting bad.
So what happens here? What happens? I mean, the DNC already said they're not going to do a primary. Right?
Nope,
they're not going to primary.
They're not going to push along.
They're not going to debate them.
And the talking heads on the left are turning on him.
Well, I don't know what they're turning on, but they're not giving him support.
They're turning on him.
They're not.
More of them are coming out wanting to have debates.
So earlier today, I happened across something that hasn't happened since the Great Depression. It's do you know what M1 and M2 money is? Mm-mm. So M1 money is like cash you have in your pocket. So we have cash we spend, right? M2 money is like retirement accounts. It's the money people are putting back. And M2 money grows every year.
I ain't got neither one of those.
Like we're growing, but M2 money is grown and grown and grown every year.
I get M0.
Except for 2023 versus 2022. M2 money is down 4%. And the last time it fell that much, guess what happened?
Great Depression.
The Great Depression. And what that means is people can no longer afford to live day to day, and people are now getting into their retirement accounts to just live off of. And credit card debt's at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high.
Well, people
and
use
now
credit
they can't get
people use
credit
cards to try to catch yourself up, and then it just
makes it worse.
Yeah,
it's like a snowball. Yeah, look, guys. Look, we're not financial advisors or anything, but I can't believe that the world is financially is going to be any better until after this next election. And if we vote him back into office, we might as well head to the hills because we won't have electricity, we won't have gas-powered vehicles, you won't have anything. It's going to be really
yeah. I mean, like most Americans, I've taken a huge pay cut in the last 2 years.
Same.
And money hasn't changed. It's less of it.
Just less of it. Let's get into our favorite topic. It's Pride Month, everybody. Let's celebrate Pride Month. But I think if we were to say LG, what's the B, even the B's, we have no problem. I don't know about you guys. I don't really have a problem.
I ain't got a problem. No,
I don't have a problem with
as
any
long
of it,
as
just-
it stays over there.
I love the gays. I mean, think about it, dude. They're taking each other. That's more women for us.
There's consistency in what I hear from right-wing media. No one cares about that. What they care is when it comes from messing with our kids.
Pushing
And
on
look,
the kids.
Target has been bashed, right? Then we had Bud Light is still tanking, and they still keep piling it on more. They just came out supporting LGBTQ
They got to
plus cities of color or something.
But here's the thing. I mean, back the old school gays went out and fought for what they have. What is it? The Stonewall riots or whatever.
Yeah, was that in New York City?
Yes.
So that's what targeted Pride Month. That's how we ended up with the Pride Month.
Oh, okay.
They came out and fought that in 68 maybe, and that it was at the end of June, and they had come in and busted up a lot of gay bars, and gay people had fought for their right,
The right to exist.
their right to exist, and that's not a problem. And that's why we end up with Pride Month, and I think it should be celebrated because it just is what it is. But
Yeah, but look, I'll leave people's names out of it, but I know several older gay men, and they're just want to mind their own business, be who they are, love who they want to love, and go to work. They're us. They're people.
Yeah.
well, not only have they come for our children now with all of that, but they've now come for your pets. PetSmart faces threat of boycott over Pride merchandise, including a dog bikini. What dog needs a freaking bikini?
So, like, does the top have like 8 sections on it?
Well, here, I'll put it on screen here.
Yeah, because now I got to know. I mean, does the bikini top have 8? What the hell is that?
Hold on. Yeah, exactly. What is that? But let me do this. I messed up my screen a second ago, but I'm going to show you. Here's the dog with the bikini. There's the Pride.
What's a bikini have to do with being gay, though?
I don't know. And why would a dog ever need a stinking bikini? I mean, really, why? Make it make sense. I mean, the dog with the rainbow colors, okay, that's one thing. But why would a dog need a bikini? If he does, he needs like eight tops to cover up all the nipples, right?
I saw this video. This old lesbian sat there talking. She was raising hell about the transgenders. And she said,
Sound like an 80-year-old man sitting on a porch somewhere.
She said, I want to thank y'all so much. Now when I go to the gym, I got to explain to everybody I'm not a dude. I'm just some old ugly dyke. She's got a point.
She's got a damn good point.
Yeah, because now she has to, when she goes to the restroom, she has to say, I'm not a dude. I'm just a butch lesbian.
So speaking of that, Twitter, the free speech location of the world. So the town hall free speech. There was a lot going on at the end of last week. Elon Musk. If you guys haven't seen it, have you watched What Is a Woman? It's a Daily Wire documentary by Matt Walsh.
Exists, yeah.
If you go, you can watch it on Twitter, I think, for free right now. It's actually pretty good. And dude basically just goes around asking people, what is a woman? And it's people, of course, on the opposite side of the aisle. He goes to some man in a store in I think it was Seattle, and he said, well, how do you know that's a man or a woman? And he was pretty straightforward because he had a D. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. At least that's the old school view of it. But he asked people, gender studies people. He asked all these folks simply. He asked transgender doctors that perform surgery, how do you define a woman? And so they'll start out by saying simply that, well, I identify as a woman. He said, well, what is that? And you would think he was asking, when is Jesus Christ returning? Because they cannot answer the question. Because you cannot answer it without going to the biological fact of the difference between a man.
Well, then
and a woman.
how can you identify as a woman if you don't know what one is?
That's his point. That's his point. Because
Good point.
you can't talk about what is a woman without talking about the genitalia, or at least the natural born genitalia.
Yeah, I couldn't tell everybody I'm fat without being able to describe it.
I think they would know
Would they?
just by looking.
Well, that used to be how you could tell genders.
That's true.
Very true.
That's true. But maybe not anymore. Speaking of which, federal judge rules that Tennessee's ban on drag shows for children is unconstitutional. U.S. District Judge Thomas Parker wrote in his ruling, despite Tennessee's compelling interest in protecting the psychological and physical well-being of children, the Adult Entertainment Act ban on minors attending drag shows is an unconstitutional restriction on the freedom of speech.
If I was a strip club in Tennessee, I would now challenge whether or not minors can come to my establishment.
I think, I was going to say that's the last thing they want's a bunch of teenage boys in a. But dude, if they got daddy's money.
The rich kids.
The rich kids, boy, yeah. Mickey Leap Trot in a shake joint at 16. I think that happened, didn't it, Mark?
I'm sure it did.
I'm sure it did.
But I mean,
shout out to Mickey.
I mean, that's the point, though. I mean, why would you, if you're a strip club, why would you not want more customers? And that I'm guessing that probably is a dying industry. I might be way off. I just haven't been one in a long time.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't think that'd be as popular. But you could bring in a whole new clientele.
Yeah, probably are. They're all going to grow into it anyway. Bud Light sales staff are on the receiving end of middle fingers and abusive language amid the Dylan Mulvaney debacle, as their commissions take a huge hit.
Look, y'all don't go out there and flip off people delivering beer.
It ain't their fault, especially here in the South. Look, folks, yeah, they can't. They went to work there because it's a good job, good pay and benefits. They can't help themselves if the people that make the decisions made a dumb decision. It's not their fault. Look, the odds are they don't want to be delivering Bud Light right now anyway. They probably just sitting in the shop. They ain't got nothing to deliver.
Well, I tell you what, I was at Walmart the other day, and there wasn't nothing to be had but Bud Light, Busch Light, and all that.
So did you buy some?
No, the guy was putting out some products, and he said, "What are you looking for?" I said, "I want those cold banquets." And he said, shook his head. He said, "Tell you what, best bet is once you run over to Walgreens and see what they have." And Walgreens had something.
It was a Bud Light guy?
No, it was the one, but wasn't no need for a Bud Light guy. There's stuff still on
Just
the
a
shelf.
Walmart guy?
No, it was the Coors Miller
guy.
Yeah.
So Bud Light sales staff reported losing $2,000 last month compared to the typical May because of the backlash. So these guys right now, and look, May is the start of summer. It may be theoretically on the calendar June, but May, Memorial Day,
unofficial
is the start of summer. And look, there was a time like we had a bash over here at Memorial Day, the Life from the Patio, there were no buds to be had.
Nope.
Nothing.
Do you see any Bud Lights on the river?
Tommy's drinks Busch Light still. He won't give it up.
Won't give it up.
And I did drink a Busch Light or two because my cooler was empty.
Because you missed it.
You didn't buy it, though.
No, I didn't buy it.
There you go.
Yeah. And I know still, I still, he tried to go to Coors, and he said, man, and that's fine. I know people
that Miller Lite you was drinking the other night, the Coors Light, it does not hit the same.
Oh,
no, it don't.
The Coors
to me,
Banquet.
to me, that Banquet does. That's the best thing I found that's not Busch Light.
Yeah, so these poor guys, go find another job, guys. I think you're in for it.
Shout out to Brad Morris, too. He sent me a picture of him sipping on some Banquets. He had it in a little glass, look like a urine sample, but that's all right. Brad, if you're drinking out urine samples, I'm not sure what's going on over there.
So Disney is all in on Pride Month. We were talking about this a little bit before we went on there. I had no idea, but Disney, that's about right. It should be Disney. Disney Gay Days gets bumper turnout in defiance of Ron DeSantis with drag queen events and rainbow-themed Mickey Mouse merchandise flying off the shelves. Wow.
Well, let me tell you a story about Pride Month in Disney. And I probably should have got him on here to give a little more confirmation of this. But
should we call him?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I don't know if we can.
Go ahead, tell your story. And
we'll try to call him. So apparently my brother went to Pride Month one time. Or no, let me take that back.
Hold up. This is Wes.
He went to Disney.
Look,
during
Wes
Pride
is a bear.
Month.
There's no doubt. Now, if we're going to define Wes as a bear.
Oh.
He didn't realize he was going.
Yeah. No, he went to Disney.
Yes.
First trip to Disney. I mean, I would have never thought about it. They go in Pride Month, just happenstance. And he's walking around, and it is straight up debacle. There's a pandemonium. Gays running around everywhere, holding hands, kissing. And, I mean, I realize that's what they do, but, you know, he was utter shock because he had no clue what he got himself into.
I just text him if he's available. We'll get him on the air.
Okay, because
I'll have to do a little wiggy jig over here, but we'll make
it was it was a funny story. So yeah, but I would have done the same thing. I would have until 5 years ago. I would have never thought about going to Disney on June.
June's got to be a busy month at Disney.
He said it was hot as hell too, miserable.
So hell, it's preparing them for hell.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this: can you put him on in one of these seats on FaceTime? No, I'm talking about, can you do him on FaceTime?
No,
can't do that.
I can't do that. I could do him on Riverside, but he hadn't responded anyway. He's probably like, "Damn it, they want me to talk about bad stuff on the air." But
yeah,
we'll go from there. Well, if he happens to be available, we'll come back. Look, we're probably gonna get banned for this, and maybe they don't do it anymore. Jamie Foxx, you guys heard about Jamie Foxx?
I have.
So apparently, rumors are that claims Jamie Foxx got paralyzed and blind after his COVID-19 vaccination, and the only reason he took it was because the movie he was filming required it. Where he was at required. Can you believe anywhere is still requiring COVID vaccination?
No, I'm stunned by that. That's
He had to be in Canada, right?
I guess. Yeah, maybe overseas somewhere.
I mean, they do a lot of stuff in Canada. I mean, this is, look, from my standpoint, this dude's talented. I mean, like, super, uber
he's
talented.
one of my top favorite
he can
backers.
do, he look, that performance of Ray, his days in Living Color, with Shanae.
Django Unchained that's definitely his top movie to me.
So a performance, it was great. I didn't care for the movie so much.
Really?
I thought it was dumb. But I thought his performance was good.
This comes from guys who've never seen Idiocracy.
I did. I watched about half of it now. I got the other half to go. But I just got to the point where they announced that he was the
smartest
Interior.
guy.
Yeah, the Secretary of the Interior. But what's scary is it really does.
Is that not a funny movie, though?
But it seems like it's real. Like, the only difference between Joe Biden and the president in Idiocracy is that the dude in Idiocracy is cool. And Joe Biden's just old and decrepit.
But the scene where he's getting the tattoo of not sure is hilarious.
Look, I recommend you go see it, but unfortunately, you're going to be disappointed because it's like playing out as we
You'll
see.
think it's a documentary.
You will. And it didn't take 500 years. It took about 15 years because that says they went in the future 500 years. Look, basically the premise is that dumb people procreated and populated the earth
at higher rates.
At a higher rate, and the smart people become extinct. So a dude of average intelligence 500 years from now was the smartest man on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their courtrooms were more like kids on TikTok arguing about something.
It's like Lord of the Flies.
In modern time.
Yeah. With adults.
Yeah. And look, we need some 1984 in that world if that's what happens. Look, check this out. Police released dramatic dash cam footage of high-speed chase with 10-year-old who had stolen his mom's SUV to visit her in Detroit.
Is that the little black fat kid?
Was it?
Because if it is, that's an old video.
No, this is new.
This is new? Really? Okay.
Yeah, this is new. The kid wanted to go see his mom, so he stole her car, and he was bawling. He was heading out. Can't blame him. Might want to go see my mom, too. Let's see what else we got here. Was there another major story we wanted to talk about?
The plane.
Oh, the plane. That's it, over D.C.
The plane.
It's really a sad deal.
Yeah. Really.
Over the weekend, D.C. area was rocked by a sonic boom from fighter jet after a private plane flies through restricted airspace and crashes into mountains in Virginia. So a plane apparently become depressurized, and that means everybody on board was dead. It was just flying.
So I mean, I guess you can't What? They don't have a little oxygen mask or anything like that on the private?
I would think they did, but this happened to Payne Stewart. I don't know if you remember Payne Stewart. He was a golfer.
Yes.
That won the U.S. Open back in probably the 90s. Finally won a major, and he was literally flying somewhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the plane depressurized. Everyone on board died, and he crashed and was killed. In the same thing, but it was the entire family. Of course, they were extremely wealthy, and what's the headlines I saw earlier? It was GOP donor. So it was a GOP donor. Like, that really matters.
But yeah, that makes a difference.
Yeah,
It makes no difference. Yeah, it's really, really sad deal.
Yeah, somebody lost their entire family because I guess it sounded like somebody wasn't on board, or was it the entire family?
Like Grandpa wasn't. He was the donor apparently, but he had lost a daughter already in 1994, and now he lost his other daughter, her child, and that entire family. It's just sad. So our thoughts and prayers go out to those. I mean, there's just not much you can do about it. Target, they're doubling down. They encourage employees to participate in Pride Week activities. And, there's talk of that some people are going into Target threatening those same employees. Now, I don't get that.
What?
Those employees have nothing to do with it. They don't decide what goes out there.
There was bomb threats made to them for moving the stuff to the back.
Look, all I say is stay away from that shit altogether, because these companies that are going out there after it, they cannot win because you say, well, I'm supporting this. And look, nobody would say crap about Target, but they wanted to take our little boys and give them an opportunity to tuck and hide. I mean, most little boys don't even need to tuck and hide. Let's be honest now.
I mean, a lot of grown men don't.
Wah, wah, wah.
But so all I can say to people is, if you have this, if you feel a need to speak with your pocketbook, do not give up. If this is something that calls to you, don't give in. Because right now, everybody's saying this is dumb. Y'all need to stop. You're being a baby. That is a way to convince you to go spend money where you don't want to.
Look, it's your money. You ain't got much of it anymore. It don't mean nearly as much as it did 2 years ago. But still, you can pick where you spend it. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, look, Walmart had American flags everywhere. All right. They have very similar stuff to Target. I know Target's like the fancy version of Walmart. But you can go to Walmart and spend that same money.
I advise everybody, if you want nice stuff at Walmart, go to a rich neighborhood, go to their Walmart. They get better stuff than we do.
See, now that's a good tip. So all the poor folks from the trailer parks,
I'm telling you right
Lakeshore
now,
Trailer Park, go to Germantown.
Is a Walmart aficionado as myself. Go to one over here in West Memphis, and then turn around and go to the one in by Ridge Point, Jonesboro, or some of those in Little Rock. Totally different.
I guess I'm used to the broke Walmart.
That's right. I mean,
it don't get much worse than this Walmart.
Look, I got a friend I went to school with. He's a new store manager. He told me he's tried. Oh, Michael Thompson. He's the store manager now.
Oh, really?
At West Memphis?
Yeah.
They make a good living. That's one of the most lucrative Walmarts around.
Yeah.
Too.
But he told me, he said, man, and he hadn't been there long. He said, I got my work cut out for me. He said, but I'm trying to get some changes going on.
I mean, they got to. I mean, that's the service there is terrible.
Well, he told me, he said, we're trying to go to more automated. He said, I know people don't like it, but
I love it.
I do too. I'd pay extra.
I thought you were against self-checkout.
I would pay extra.
Was he not the one that fussed about
That's Gary, probably.
I love self-checkout.
I'd pay extra.
I would rather look. We were at the beach.
If you told me I didn't have to speak to nobody,
you been to a Walmart at say Gulf Shores?
Yeah.
Oh, they're self-checkout. They have like 20 of them, and you just balling in and out. And look, I would much rather deal with self-checkout. I don't know what they worried about people videoing or what, but
it's a lot faster.
It's faster, and
look, them folks around here anyway ain't gonna talk to you.
All I need them to
to
do is make a way for me to scan my driver's license when I buy alcohol. That's all I really need, and that would make it perfect.
You gotta wait a little light come
be able
on.
to scan your face and go, dude, you old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so that's one of the things Michael told me was that they're trying to go more automated. Like when I was at working with the stores I did, I think it's Maumelle. I mean, they were down to like 6 live cashiers. Everything else was that, but they put in like 30 self-checkouts.
No, self-checkout's definitely the way to go. Oh, how'd that happen?
Well, you save money on employees. I know that's what people don't hear, but it's the truth. But, I mean, plus it's hard to find good help.
Yeah. Look, it's hard to find good help anywhere, and service industry is the most hard hit, especially in a community like ours. It just is. I mean, people look at
service industry is demanding. I would not want to deal with customers.
It is. And you know what? Especially at these restaurants, and people won't tip. We were at a restaurant Saturday, and I was surprised. I was getting ready to write a tip in, and there was only 3 of us. And it was saltwater crab. And they had already built the tip in for 3 people.
Yep. And I don't tip when they do that.
I went ahead because it wasn't much. I don't even know why they went to trouble adding it. It wasn't that much. And I said, I'll give the difference between what I was going to give.
With 3 people?
With 3 people.
See, but that makes me mad because generally I'll tip more than what they're going to do the automated tip.
Yeah, but I guess that's not true for everybody. I mean,
I guess you're right. I guess the risk reward is
good service is worth tipping well for.
Absolutely.
But you know, tipping is an American thing. Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
So is taxes. Do you know if you go in a foreign country and buy something, that price that's on the wall, that's what you pay for it.
Yeah.
The taxes, the tip, all that stuff, that's an American thing. And people come here from other countries, unless you're from Mexico and you get everything for free, they don't see it that way. They don't like it. They don't like it.
Ice is an American thing too. They don't really.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
And part of it is energy. They don't like to spend energy to cool their drinks or create ice. They drink soda hot. I would advise people to get out the U.S. sometime. Now, look, there's only safe places to go.
So I, on the other hand, would advise people not to go to the U.S.
Not to ever leave. Look, I'm ready to leave tomorrow.
Look, let's
Take me to the
be
Caribbean.
quite honest.
I'll go to the Caribbean in a heartbeat.
There's beautiful places all over the world, but from one end to the other, one end of the states to the other, there's places all over America.
Look, if y'all will follow me, I will go to the Maldives at some point. That's where I really, 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 really want to go. You don't even know what that's at, do you?
You go to Maldives.
No, it looks beautiful.
Oh, man, dude. But it's like a 24-hour flight to get there.
Now you got me on that. I ain't flying 24 hours.
Yeah, me neither.
I've only flown that far once.
It was
business class.
Does Spirit go there?
My Spirit will.
I fly Frontier to Maldives.
Up on these? The Maldives. Up on these. But, yeah. There was a story I was looking up, and I forgot what it was. What was the next story I was going to look up? I'll tell you what. Let's look up for something funny. We need some funny story. We haven't had a funny one in a while.
Sorry, I had work to deal with.
Actually, that might be all I got. I ain't sure I got nothing else. Look, it's summertime. You can tell, too. There's not much in the news cycle.
There's not.
And look, we're only 3 of us tonight. We've been averaging about 3 of us. If there are 3 of us, we will come to you live. Well, not live, but we'll do a recording for you. Because I know out there, I won't say hi to Justin Gibbs. He says he only gets his news from us. That's my nephew, by the way. He'll be listening in the morning, so shout out to Justin. He and his girlfriend, Kanan, are headed to the beach for 8 days this week.
Awesome.
I'm jealous.
Y'all have fun.
Justin, I expect you to put us on the radio and just play us on the beach.
Justin, holler at me before you leave.
Stickers?
I'm gonna give him a bunch. Look, if you holler at me before you leave, that's proof that you actually listen all the way through. I'm gonna get you a bunch of stickers. I want them plastered between here and the beach, especially when you go in Buc-ee's. You go to every stall and stick it on the back of the wall at Buc-ee's there at before you turn to go.
We got a sticker stick on every wall.
That's true.
For every stall,
That's true. That's true.
But
anyway, shout out
to
Justin. Look, go like us, love us, hate us, whatever. But we need some likes. We had one of our biggest YouTube videos followed by one of our worst. So I'm not really sure how that works. But hey, whatever. We're about to hit another milestone, folks.
What's that?
We are not far from 10,000 downloads on our podcast.
Oh, rip.
And then we need to do a tasting on Old Rip.
We do.
I guarantee if I had it here tonight, I'd do it tonight. But
we can't do it without them guys.
We need everybody.
Oh, we
here.
can do it. We can do it. We could. But anyway, let me play us up out of here. See if I can get some music. There we go. All right. Father Fortenberry, any parting words? Get our phone. We got 2 minutes.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Hey, today is June 6th. That's a big day. Everybody think about, really?
What is it?
Almost 80 years ago, or over 80 years ago, we had young boys invade Normandy on today.
Today.
June 6th. D-Day.
Marty Martin, Park Word.
My grandpa set foot on D-Day.
Thank y'all for watching, and if we can video some this weekend golfing, we will.
Yeah,
Thanks
we're going to
for
come to you live at some point in the next few days. That live was awesome.
It was.
Go like us, love us. We out.
Somebody done saved this
Outlaw.